Hey everyone, Waj Gaming here, back again with another video. It's Saturday. It's now Master Mode Prep Day, so you guys know what it is. It's where I show you my free-to-play team for 4,200 points, and then my non-free-to-play for 7,500 points that I'll be using on the Monday reset for Master Mode. So, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Do smash the like button, do share it around, and if you want to join the Waj gang, whoops, click on that join button down below, and you'll see more information. So let's get into it. So this coming week, next week on the reset on Monday, will be week 2 dark type. Now, as a free to play, I think the only dark types that you'll have is probably Alone Persian and Nanu, and you'll have Karen and Umbreon if you chose that as your BP sync pair. If you have Karen with Umbreon, it should be okay. Using just free-to-play units for a dark type is a bit difficult in the game. So this is the team that I went for. I went for Skylar and Swanna. This is just basically to raise defenses and speed and use potion to tank. Lucky skill got his vigilance, and then you can see the theme skills here. The gym leader will link well with Misty. And here on the grid, I've got Master Healer 1, Gust Move Gauge Refresh 9, Potion MP Refreshes 2, and Take Flight MP Refresh 3. So moving on now to Misty and Starmie. This is going to be all used also to raise the defenses, raise evasiveness. It's got vigilance on there as well. I think it will do nicely with the gym leader. On the grid though, let's check the grid. I've got, this is a 2 out of 5 grid, so if you've got Misty at 2 out of 5, then this will work perfectly. I've got Agile Entry 1, Bubblebee Move Gauge Refresh, Catch Me If You Can MP Refresh, and X Special Defense MP Refresh. And then I've got Solgaleo. The reason why I've put him in is because, again, it's got a physical move and it's got a special move, so I can just opt to the 2 to see which one will work well next week. So that's the reason why he's here. And he's also will hit hard, and he's got a grid now. Lucky skill got his Critical Strike 2. If you did know before, I had Enlightenment 9. I finally managed to change it to Critical Strike 2. Level 4 on Steel, but again, you know, it won't matter here. And oops, on the grid, I've got Sun Steel Strike power-ups, Sync Mode power-ups, Super Duper Effective 2, Sync 3B, and Sun Steel Strike Move Gauge Refresh. That is what I'm going for. Moving now to my non-free-to-play. This is my non-free-to-play. As you can see, I've got Pairs and Obstagoon at 5 out of 5. Lucky skills Vigilance, and then theme skill will be level 4 on Dark. And on the grid, I have got Block and Heal 1, Unbending, Stalwart, so my defenses will not get lowered. Obstruct MP Refreshes 2, Obstruct Hit and Heal, or Block and Heal, I think. Move Gauge Refresh, and Night Slash Move Gauge Refresh. Then I've got Lipard and Grimsley. So this is here basically to snatch stats and also raise evasiveness. Lucky Skills Critical Strike 2. Then I've got level 4 on Dark as well. And I've got Ridicule 2, Snatch Catalytic Cure, Snatch MP Refresh, Snatch Propulsion 4. So you can basically say I've got a Snatch grid on this. And it will be used to snatch. And I've got Mighty Anna and Halloween Hilbert. So this is just going to basically to sync nuke. So I've got Critical Strike 1, level 4 on Dark, and I also have Super Duper Effective 1, Ramming Speed, Haymaker. So the more my speed and attack stats have risen, it's going to hit hard with the sync nuke. And I got Crunch, Move Gauge Refresh 2. So that is my team for Will. Okay. Moving on now to the next Elite 4 member, and we have Koga. So this is my free-to-play team that I'm going to be using against Koga. I've got Torchic. This is basically here to raise attack, special attack, and critical hit. Lucky skills Defense Crush 2. You can have Vigilance if you want. Theme skills here. We know it doesn't have a grid either. Then I've got Candice and Abominable Snow. This is going to be used here for Hail. Lucky Skull got his normal guard. Again, it's one of the free-to-plays that you don't really invest in. Theme skills level 4 on Ice, and again we know it has not got a grid. Then I've got Kyram, which is basically here for Glassgate to AoE freeze with Cold Snap. Lower stats as well, raises own stats. Lucky skill got its Critical Strike 1, and I do have the level 4 on Ice, and then this is what I've gone for with the grid. So Overpower, Glass Cape, Move Gauge Refresh, Glass Cape, Cold Snap 2, Noble Roar, Double Drop, and Noble Roar, Move Gauge Refresh. So you can see what I'm trying to do over here. AoE freeze and then sync. Moving now to my non-free-to-play, and I have Glacier and Galale. I'm going to be AoE spamming Powder Snow using X regen, or Lucky Skills Defense Crush 1, Phoebe Skills level 4 on Ice. And this is the grid that I've gone for, so First Aid 4, Healing Hail 1, Team Toughen Up 4, and Ice Shell. So the reason why I've got that is because I've got Delibird here, and Delibird, it may be flying, but on the grid it does activate Hail as soon as it enters into battle. And he can also raise the attack stats of Alolan Sandslash, and he can also raise other stats with all of the presents. Lucky Skills Vigilance, Theme Skills here. You've got the Seasonal Suit, so it will link out well with Ice Demon. I've got Hasty Hail 2, Team Speedy Entry 1, Cold Front, Ice Shell, and all the presents Move Gauge Refresh. So, moving on to this bad boy. Where do I begin? My fingers slipped. If you saw my community tab, I just wanted to see what his stats were at 20 out of 20 because I was a bit curious. I know you can look at it online, but I basically wasn't in the game, and I just wanted to see it. And I went to the potential, and I saw a 20 out of 20, and my fingers slipped. I did another blunder like what I did with Kyogre. He is now 20 out of 20. He's ready to be EX if he ever does get his EX unlocked. Hopefully he gets it next month, and then it wasn't a waste. Lucky Skills Critical Strike 2, Theme Skills level 4 on Ice. I've got all the Icicle Spear power-ups, Snow Quarter, Healing Hail 1, Icicle Spear, Move Gauge Refresh 3, X Attack, MP Refresh 2, and Icicle Spear, Cold Snap 2. So he does have a better chance at freezing. So that is my team against Koga. Moving on to the next Elite Four member, and we will be facing Bruno. And Bruno will be weak to Grass type. So this is the team that I've gone for. Rapidash for Sunny Day and for Trapping. And his theme skills here won't matter too much, and he hasn't got a grid. Then we've got Shiny Venusaur, or you could say Striker Venusaur or Egg Venusaur. So he's going to be here to raise his critical hit, raise his speed as well, and just spam Solar Beam. Lucky Skill should be Critical Strike 2 or 1. Thieves Go level 4 Grass will unlock nicely with Rosa and Superior. So Rosa and Superior, I've got the Sun Grid on her, which you'll see in a minute. Lucky Skill I've got is Vigilance. We do have the level 4 Grass. On this grid, we've got Speedy Sun 2, Solar Flare 5s, X Special Attack, MP Refresh 2, and we've got the Synchro power-ups. So I thought why not go with that. So that's for Bruno for free to play. Moving on to free to play, non-free to play. So, non-free to play. What I've got here is I've got Dorna and Torterra because that is Bruno's kryptonite. I'm going to be using X Defense All, Lucky Skills Defense Crush 2, and we have the level 4 on Grass. And on the grid, we have Quick Cure, Healthy Healing, X Special Defense All, MP Refresh 2, and we have Good as New, Friendly Shielded 1. So when a move targeting allied sync hits with field effects is successful, raises defense of all allied sync players affected by the move. And we have Razor Leaf Move Gauge Refresh. Then we have Lyra and Meganium. This is going to be used for Light Screen, Sunny Side Up to raise the speed for Sceptile. Lucky Skills Vigilance, Theme Skills level 4 on Grass. And on the grid, we've got Light Screen Move Gauge Refresh, Light Screen MP Refresh, Sunny Side Up MP Refresh, Die Hit All MP Refresh, Light Screen Force Field 4, Die Hit Critical Squad 1. And then the main start is EX Brendan and Sceptile. This is basically, you can see here, Dauntless at the bottom, Lucky Skill, level 4 on Grass. And on the grid, we've got Ramming Speed, Inertia, Leaf Storm Accuracies, and Leaf Storm Move Gauge Refresh. So this is just basically here to sync Nuke after it's got its speed risen. And that is the team against Bruno for non-free to play. Moving on to the next Elite Four member, and that is Karen. And this is my free to play team. So I'm going to use Maylene and Medicham for X-Attack all gloves off to raise the critical hit and ensure we get the critical hit. Lucky Seal Defense Crush 1, and we do have the level 4 fighting. Then I've got Brawly and Hariyama, which is here for potion, also to use Brick Break to basically cancel out the special attack and the attack production at the start of the battle. Then we have Stoic 1 as a lucky skill, and we have level 4 fighting. Moving on to Karina and Lucario. So this is basically just to sync and use close combat. We've got Lucky Skills Defense Crush 1. If you've got Critical Strike 2, it's even better. We have level 4 on fighting, and on the grid, we have the Sync Node power-ups, we have Close Combat Status Quo 3, we also have Close Combat Move Gauge, well not Move Gauge Refresh, Move Gauge Refresh, Skate On Through MP Refresh 2 and Berserker 1. So that is what we're going for free to play. Moving on now to non-free to play, and this is the team that I've gone for. So we've got Hilbert and Samurott, which is basically here to raise the attack and the critical hit in 2 turns, and then start raising the speed. Lucky Skill got the Defense Crush 1. We do have here Theme Skills here for you to see. And on the grid we have Endurance, Vigilance, Critical Squad 2, Shielded Squad 1, and we also have Aqua Tail Move Gauge Refresh. So it's just there to buff up stats. Then we have Wadier Glade. Wadier Glade, Lucky Skills, Critical Strike 1, level 4 fighting, which will be nice with Bay and Surf Etched. And on the grid, we've got all the Focus Blast power-ups, Critical Strike 1, Focus Blast Move Gauge Refresh, Ramming Speed, Grand Entry 1, and Here I Come MP Refresh 2. So it's basically like a double striker team. Then we have Bay and Surf Etched. So you all know this, 64k gems, Diamond Drain. Lucky Skills Critical Strike 2, level 4 on fighting, and on the grid, the grid that I always use for, it's a sync grid. So Inertia, Sharp Entry 1, Critical, Meteor Assault, Critical, Charge 9, and 3 Signal power-ups. So that is my non-free to play. Okay, so moving on to now Lance, and Lance will be weak to Electric this week. So this is the team that I've gone for. You've got Pikachu, you've got Alolan Raichu, and you've got Raichu. And this is basically here to raise critical hit for Raichu and Lieutenant Surge. And also to try and paralyze. Lucky Skills Vigilance, Theme Skills level 4 on Glasses would be nice. Glasses, level 4 on Electric. On the grid, First Aid for Quick Cure, Endurance, 10 Heart MP Refresh, Thunder Punch, Fast Strike 3. And then we've got lots of 10 Heart Move Gauge Refresh as well. Moving on to Pikachu. Pikachu is here for a Potion Healer. It will be using Potion and using Thundershock to try and paralyze. Lucky Skill Gritty 1. Themes Skills level 4 on Electric. And you can see here on the grid, we've got Potion Master Healer 1s, Potion MP Refresh, Hostile Environment, and Thundershock Move Gauge Refresh 4. So that's what I've gone for. And moving on to the last striker, the main star, it's Alolan Raichu and How. So this is basically to raise them speed and evasiveness, and then just spam Discharge. And on Lucky Skill, we've got Critical Strike 1, Theme Skills level 4 on Electric, and on the grid, Discharge power-ups, Signal power-ups, Inertia, and Discharge Move Gauge Refresh 3. That is my free-to-play team. Moving on now to my non-free-to-play, and I've got this, again using Lieutenant Surge and Raichu, same grid, same everything. It's here basically to raise attack and critical hit of the team. Then I've got Voltana and Luxray for Electric Terrain. Lucky Skill Super Duper Effective 1, and then we've got level 4 on Electric on the Theme Skill. On the grid, First Aid 4, Electric Potion 3, Shock Recovery 1, Electric Terrain MP Refresh 2, and also make them Sparks, MP Refresh, and Thunderfang Move Gauge Refresh. And then N and Zekrom. This is the main star, so we'll be using Bolt Strike and syncing with him. Lucky Skills Critical Strike 2, Theme Skills level 4 on Electric. And we've got the Sync Node power-ups, we've got Bolt Strike Accuracy, Static Shock 3, Lit, and we also have Bolt Strike Move Gauge Refreshes. So, those are my teams for this coming Monday's Master Mode for free-to-play and non-free-to-play. For free to play, I will aim for 850 points per battle. For non-free to play, 1,500. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know in the comments what teams you're going to be using for this Monday. I like reading them every week. Just it gives me different alternatives in case mine do not work. However, 98% of the time, my teams have worked. It's just about knowing when to use them, depending on the conditions that are set. So that is the end of the video. Do like the content, do share it around, do subscribe, click the join button down below, and I'll see you all for tomorrow for, Master Mode Madness. See if I can get my 10 wins in a row. You'll find out tomorrow, and I'll see you all for the next one. See ya.